Hey, beautiful souls. I'm Sarah, your soul oracle, deconditioning coach, and mirror here at Soul Heart Intuitive Coaching. And this is your energy update for the week of January 11th to January 17th. So this week, something sacred is stirring, but it's not chaotic. It's not loud. It's not trying to grab your attention. It's subtle, intentional, and deeply personal. And this is healing in motion, but not the kind that demands you fix yourself. It's the kind that asks you to feel yourself, to witness, to root, and to rebuild from the truth, not from the wound. And if you're still enough, you'll feel it rising. The cosmos this week isn't pulling you out of your body, it's anchoring you deeper into it, into the parts of you still healing, into the patterns ready to shift, into the places where you're ready to live from strength, not survival. So on January 11th, Venus is going to square Chiron. Love is going to bring up old pains. Our self worth wounds may surface, but this isn't a matter of regression. It's an invitation to love yourself through the tenderness, not bypass it. On January 12th, the sun is going to square Chiron. What have your wounds been trying to teach you? You're not broken. You're in a powerful recalibration, and your scars, they carry wisdom. On January 13th, Mars is going to square Chiron. You may feel driven or triggered, so channel it. Let your action come from purpose, not reaction. This is how strength becomes sacred. On the 14th, Mercury is going to oppose Jupiter. The mind is going to expand, but don't lose the thread of what's real. Dream big, yes, but keep your humility and your heart in the room. On January 15th, Venus is going to sextile Saturn, and then it's going to trine Uranus. Our love is going to deepen through devotion, not drama. It gets freer when it's rooted in something real. Our relationships start to shift, surprise, and evolve, and make sure you let them. On January 16th, Mercury is going to square Chiron. A thought hits a nerve, so don't run from it. There's medicine in the discomfort. On the 17th, Venus is going to sextile Neptune. Romance, art, and dreams start to come alive. But this isn't fantasy for escape purposes. It's a chance to create beauty with consciousness. Also on the 17th, the sun is going to sextile Saturn and trine Uranus. So clarity meets innovation. Structure meets freedom. You don't have to choose one or the other. You can build something new and make it last. And also that same day, Venus is going to enter the sign of Aquarius. Love is going to detach from pressure. Our freedom becomes magnetic, and you're drawn to connection that honors individuality, not obligation. The invitation this week: you don't need to fix yourself. You don't need to perform your healing. You do need to listen, to trust what's surfacing, and to let your truth rise from within, not force it from the outside. Because the real shift, it's already happening, not through urgency, but through presence, through softness and clarity. You're not off track. You're becoming who you were always meant to be. So let it be real, let it be raw, and let it be yours. So take a breath. Remember, you're not behind. You're right on time. And everything is unfolding exactly as it should. You're not leaving the path. You are the path. So, overview cards for this week. We have three. We have 12th house, escape. Virgo, I analyze. And Sun, spirit. So, some of these you will have seen in the unfolding aspects. Escape, we have seen some things where you don't want to deal with what exactly is going on beneath the surface right now. You want to just do something else, anything else, to not put your presence there, to not recognize that what you're doing is trying to escape. But it is really important that you look at that you use this Virgo card and you analyze it. You examine it for what it is, because that is something that you're meant to do right now. You are meant to look at what it is that is going on beneath the surface. What is going on? You want to see it. This isn't a time to ignore it and to just let your fantasies take over. Actually look at what is going on beneath the surface. It's important. And the sun or spirit is here to help you right now to overcome that, to move past that wound of looking at things through rose colored glasses and not seeing things for what they are. Our illusions are trying to be exposed right now, but you have to allow them to be exposed. You can't just keep walking down the same path. You can, but if you do, the universe is going to find a way to get your attention. So it's better to take proactive action than for the universe to say, you're not getting the lesson, you're done. I'm going to make this easy on you, easy on you. and we're going to move in this new direction. So pay attention to what it is that you're trying to escape from, as that is where the message is this week. And the structure will be there to help you move through it. So I've pulled cards for each of the zodiac signs, and the messages, remember, they're layered. Our sun and rising sign are where the gold lives, and that's where your future self is whispering to you through the veil. So let's tune in. Remember, this isn't a matter of controlling the outcome, but to mirror back what your soul already knows is ready to shift. So let this be your pause, your anchor, and your reminder that this energy isn't here to break you. It's here to recalibrate you. So we're going to start off with Aries. So Aries, your card this week is positive minded people. You need to look at the people that you are hanging around with. Are you hanging out with people who have a more positive sense around them, or people who have more negativity surrounding them? The vast majority of people in the world today can have that sense of negativity. They haven't worked through what it is that they need to work through. You need to look for those positive minded people, as they were going to help you to move beyond what it is that is keeping you stuck. And there is something that's keeping you stuck. And if you don't work on that and surround yourself with those types of people, as more of signs move into Aries and reach the point that they're going to be reaching in February, then you are going to be asked to confront it head on. So surround yourself with the type of people that you want to be like, the type of people that you want to be around, that you want to spend time with. Energy can be infectious, whether it's in a good way or a positive way. So use the energy of people who have that sense of positivity, that sense of optimism and purpose, and spend your time around those people, as they will help you to start to shift your mindset. Taurus, your card this week is flow. Pay attention to where the energy is taking you. It is really important that you don't try to force things and conform them into what it is that you want, as the energy is not there for you right now. It is not a matter of control. It is a matter of letting things go, releasing what it is that no longer serves you. Let it go. It doesn't need to be there anymore. So you need to go in the direction that the universe is pointing towards. Go with the flow. See where the current takes you. It has a purpose, it has a reason for it. You might not know what it is yet, and that can be difficult for all of us, but especially you, when you have an idea of where you want things to go. This isn't a time for control. This is a time for moving with the flow. So move with the flow. Gemini, your card this week is intention. Pay attention to what your intentions are. This goes back to what we were talking about with Aries. The more time that you spend around certain people, the more your intentions are going to go in that direction. So make sure that your intentions, the things that you want to accomplish and the things that you want to do, are surrounded by the right type of energy. Energy is really important in helping us get to the places that we want to go. So pay attention not only to what your intentions are, because those can be important, but to the energy surrounding them. As it has something to give, it has something to say. But you have to be willing to listen, and you have to be willing to move with it. Cancer, your card this week is sensitivity. You may be feeling a little oversensitive this week. Things may bother you more than they normally do. Don't just brush it off. Look at what it is that you're feeling as they come up, as those are our triggers. Those are the things that are there to tell you this is what you need to work on. Pay attention to what that information is. If you can work with it, then maybe you can move through it and you can change the direction that you're headed in. It's really important that you pay attention to those things, as they will keep repeating if you don't. And you don't want these to keep repeating. You want to start to move beyond it. You want to grow, you want to evolve, you want to transform. Remember, this isn't a time for you to escape. This is a time for you to look at what reality is and pay attention to what reality has to say. It's not always easy to understand it or to look at it, but it is essential for you moving forward. So take a look at what your sensitivity has to say to you and follow it. Leo, your card this week is Get Clear. So most likely you have so many ideas going through your head in terms of what it is you could potentially do, or what it is that you want to do, or the direction that you want to take. It is important that before you take action, you get clear on what it is that you want. Now, this may mean that you need to try some things out first. so that you can see what it is that you want. But clarity is the key for you this week. It is really important for you to pay attention to what it is that keeps rising to the surface. What do you still want time after time as you go through this stuff? And those are the things that you need to circle back towards. Now, this can shift, it can evolve, it can change, and let it shift, let it evolve. But it is important that you find clarity and that you have a starting point this week. So take that clarity with you and then you can move forward. But you need to sit with it and figure out exactly what it is that you want. Virgo, your card this week is transform. You are going through a transformative time. Transformation is hard. It is something that most of us don't want to have to do, but it is an essential part of our regular lives. We are sent here as souls to transform, to work through different layers of things from past lives and our current lives and our plans so that we can move through them. And when we do finally get to the other side, we have made an impact in terms of what it is that we were set here to accomplish. This is a time of transformation. There is so much going on in the world. Allow yourself to transform and become a better person. Don't just force your ideas onto other people because that is part of your path. It's part of your plan, and it might not be part of theirs. So allow the transformation to unfold as it's meant to. You may end up changing and shifting the people who are in your lives. It's okay. It's meant to happen that way. We aren't meant to necessarily spend our whole lives with the same group of people. So allow the transformation to take place this week. It's important that you do, as it will help you, especially as we enter this next chapter. Libra, your card this week is kindness. Spread a little bit of kindness around the world. We're in the dark of the season, especially up here in the northern hemisphere. We're in the midst of winter. People can have a lot of trouble with their emotions. A lot of sadness can come up. And sometimes having a little bit of kindness is something that can help that person. And it can help you too. Remember that you don't always need to be on. Sometimes you just need to take a break. And that can be a method of kindness for yourself. Kindness is so desperately needed in the world as people are just continuously saying the things that they probably wouldn't want to hear themselves, but they feel like they just have to say it. That's not the best use of our energy. There are different ways that you can take that energy and move it through you that are healthier for everybody involved. So pay attention to how you can be kind to yourself, as it's really essential for not only yourself, but for the world. Scorpio, your card this week is reawaken. You are going through a reawakening process. You may have fallen asleep accidentally for a little bit. It's all right, happens to all of us. But it is important that you move with what that awakening process has taught you. Something most likely came up and taught you something. So move with that. That is the work that you need to do right now, is to follow that process and start to wake up. What do you need to see that you haven't seen before? And start to go in that direction. As I said, it has something important to teach you. So pay attention to what it is that is awakening up inside of you. And if you do, you will start to see results. Sagittarius, your card this week is unconditional love. Love yourself and those people around you unconditionally. Just because it's no longer your season, so to speak, doesn't mean that you can't still spread the joy that surrounds the holidays. Unconditional love is something that all of us desperately need, yourself included. So love yourself, love those people around you, and spread joy wherever it is that you go. If you can do that, then that energy will follow you around. It will be magnetic. It will attract those things to you that you want. So start with unconditional love this week and spread the joy around so that yourself and everybody else can feel it. Capricorn, your card this week is sincere relationships. What relationships in your life are sincere? People are there to serve you. in the way that you are meant to be served. They're there to help you, they're there to assist you. That doesn't mean that this is all give or take. This is a matter of looking at the relationships that are there. Are they serving your highest and best good? Are they helping you or are they hurting you? And if they're hurting you, this is a time for you to get rid of it. We are at the end point. It is really important that you pay attention to what it is that you no longer want to have in your life. And Capricorn, in this case, it is certain relationships. Certain relationships are no longer serving you. And it's time for you to make a shift and it's time for you to make a change. So get rid of anything that is not serving your highest and best good. Aquarius, your card is answers within. All of the answers that you need are already inside of you. You just have to be willing to pay attention. That's easier said than done sometimes, as a lot of times we will often overlook things and think, nah, that's just not right. In this case, it is right. It's right for you. And that's the important thing that you need to keep in mind. You already have the answers inside of you. So follow that intuition, follow those answers, and see what happens as a result. The worst thing that can happen is things don't happen the way that you expect. And there's nothing wrong with that because sometimes there's something better waiting out there for you. And Pisces, your card this week is awareness. So something is coming to awareness within you. You are finally seeing something that you need to be aware of. Pay attention to it. Don't just dismiss it. Don't just try to escape reality, as that can be your coping mechanism. Allow yourself to see things as they really are. It is important that you do that because in doing so, you can open up a whole new world out there that's waiting for you. But first, you have to be aware and you have to get clear. So remember, you're not lost. You're between stories. So let the messages find a place in your body, even if they don't make sense yet. Because sometimes the most powerful knowing comes in the quiet after the card is pulled. So let the messages you received anchor your next step, even if you can't see the full map yet. Our sun and rising sign are codes that are layered, so let them sit, let them settle. And if you're craving deeper cosmic guidance and spiritual anchoring, come join me inside the Soul Keys Temple. Excuse me. It's my signature monthly membership. We move with the moon. We look at the transits and we anchor into the astrology of the moment through live sessions, reflection prompts, and potent transmissions. It's where the soul meets structure and where you're reminded that your path is sacred, even when it's messy. You can find the full details at www.soulheartintuitivecoaching.com, and you can always book a personal soul session with me if you want to go deeper one on one. I'm also on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, and YouTube, and the magic continues there. So here's to a week of sacred pivots, anchored clarity, and deep inner resonance. So stay tuned in, stay luminous, stay you, and I will talk to you next week.